Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our project proposal. Today, we are going to discuss the space shooter game we made. Here is the group members. The first presenter is me, Shi JunHui, and the second presenter is Jackie Lin Jie. The third presenter is Kai Zheng, and the last presenter is Chun Teck. Here is the main thing we are going to demonstrate. The first is game mission. The second is operation settings, and followed by score system and enemy settings. And we also have project specification part, which is presented by other speakers. The first is game mission. The mission is to control the spaceship to avoid the enemy's attack and defeat the enemy with bullets to get points. If your HP becomes 0, the game is over. The second is operation settings. And to look your keyboard, use the up, down, left, and right keys on the keyboard to control the spaceship, and hit the spacebar to fire bullets. The third is score system. In the gameplay, when the player shoots down the enemy spaceship, they will get points. Shoots down one HP enemy spaceship equal to 1 point, 2 HP enemy equal to 2 points, and so on. And we are going to set the enemy's HP to a random value, maybe at most 10, so you can get 1 to 10 points randomly. Initially, the player will have 3 hurts. The collision between enemy spaceship and the player will make the player lose 1 hurt. The game will be over when the player's heart falls to 0. And the last is enemy settings. During the flight, our spaceship will encounter many enemy ships with randomly generated HP, at most 10 like I just said, and killing enemies with different HP corresponds to different scores. And here is the next part, project specification. And welcome to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jack. The array of objects represents storing multiple objects in a single name. The data can be accessed randomly by using the index number. It could be used to reduce the time and memory by storing the data in a single variable. For example, enemy. Multiple enemy will be generated randomly in the screen of the game. Hence, an enemy array is built for storing the data of this enemy which are declared from the same class. Bullets. The spaceship which is controlled by the player is designed to be able to fire unlimited bullets. Hence, an array is built for storing more than one bullet data. Encapsulation describes the idea of bundling data and methods that work on that data within one unit which is a class. This concept is often used to hide the internal representations or state of an object from the outside. The classes built in this project are categorized into 3 types. First, entity. The classes declared for an entity are player, enemy, bullet, and window. This kind of classes includes the specific data or methods of these entities for describing the internal state and categories of the object. Second, classes from external graphic library is included for ease of development and to perform complex mechanisms. The library which is expected to be used in this project will be SFML. This library includes many classes which has their function in different aspects, especially in the field of graphic. What class from external library will be used? For example, spring, texture, form, text, radar, window. Third, feature and component class is declared for performing a different kinds of action or components on different entities. In order to perform a specific action, different kinds of classes from the external graphic library are required to be used together, and these classes are stored in one class which is called feature and component class. what class is designed as future class. For example, generate, movement, score, and gain over text. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kai Zheng. Talking about the relationship between classes, the right one is the UML diagram for this project. This diagram executes the display of classes from the external library. Aggregation and composition. In this project, aggregation will be used mostly for making the object of the classes from the external graphic library as a reference so that we could implement the methods in these classes. Besides that, it is also used between the feature and component classes so that the class could use the data from another class to perform its own function. Next is about composition. In this project, the composition will be established when the object of some classes is built inside another classes as the data member for this class, so that could be used as components. The lifespan of these classes is tied to that of the class. This kind of relationship could be seen between entity classes and feature and component classes, between feature and component classes, and the classes from the external library.
So it will be my turn to talk briefly about the inheritance and polymorphism in our project. As to inheritance, it allows us to create a new class, which is called derived class. From an existing class, we call it as a base class. The derived class will inherit the feature from the base class and can have additional feature of its own. In this project, the base class is considered as a class for general setting for derived class. As to polymorphism, polymorphism means that a call to a member function will cause a different function to be executed depending on the type of objects that involves the function. In this project, this relationship is established for the same action with some modification according to the class where they are tied to. So looking at the diagram at the left side, we could see that there are two types of arrow. One arrow is in white color and another one is in black color. The black color is for the inheritance and the white color is for polymorphism. Then I will take one example from this both relationship to explain how the relationship is established. So at first we look at the black language connect the test start class to the first start class. The first start class is something like the for setting. Then the test start class is used for displaying the score. Then so from the relationship, the test start class will inherit the first setting from the first start to display the information of the score. Then we will come to the white language link the bullet movement to the bullet movement class to the movement class. We could see that the bullet movement class and movement class they have the same method which is called movement, but this method is different in both of these class because the movement class is for the period and the bullet movement is for the bullet class. So there may be some modification for the bullet movement class. So the relationship of the polymorphism is needed so that the bullet movement class could have its own specification the in the motion method. Yeah, that's all for this section. Thank you.